Welcome to Pulse of Culture. I'm Agata Konarska. The legendary energy of Polish jazz returns to the UK. The second Polish Jazz Festival in London is about to take over the city's most iconic stages with an incredible mix of masters and new wave stars. Joining us now to share all the details is the festival's organizer and director, Łukasz Droździel, and Marcin Masecki, one of the most brilliant voices at the festival. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Welcome.
Łukasz, Polish jazz has a legendary status around the world. Why did you choose London as the perfect stage to showcase this modern face of the jazz?
Okay, well, there are dual reasons for why I've done it. I think it's easy to agree that London is one of the most legendary music hubs in Europe, if not in the world. You know, that spawned, you know, the Rolling Stones and everybody else alongside with them. Jazz-wise, it's also very fervent, very fertile. I've actually lived in the UK since 2005, so I live there. I live about an hour and a half away from there on the south coast of England, so it seems just like a logical choice. And when I was changing careers, I thought, why not music and why not London? So it just,
why not jazz?
Why not jazz? Stars aligned, and we're here now.
Mm-hmm. This is the second edition of the festival. Correct. Yeah. How has the event evolved since last year?
So the event was very successful, surprisingly so. It's sold out. We had a lot of attention. We had 5 concerts with 7 artists last year. So we thought, how can we improve on this? How can we varietize it? Last year I tried to include Union Chapel, which is one of the most legendary venues in London and in the UK that hosted greats such as Elton John or Pink Floyd to the roster, but we weren't able to, and this year we are. So we've added another roster. The concerts are bigger this year. Last year we only had one venue which had 1,000 seats. Now we have 5 separate concerts for this large capacity. So and we've included more artists, more collaborations. Did you say you want me to go through the lineup, or do you want to?
Yeah, a little bit about the lineup, the main theme of the lineup, and the artists, the stars, of course.
Well, Mr. Masecki will be with us, hopefully, if he
we are all very happy.
This interview. So yeah, we have greats such as Anna Maria Jopek, Wojtek Mazolewski. We've got Kaya with the new album called Josiah. We've got Urszula Dudziak. Well, we always try to include some you know, worldwide legends, contemporaries such as Martin, and then new young artists, trailblazers, which are in the form of Cosmonauts or EABS.
Mm-hmm. Marcin, where do you see yourself in this landscape of Polish modern jazz then?
Oh boy, I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. I feel part of Polish jazz scene and Warsaw jazz scene as well. I'm locally patriotic like that. But also the funny thing is that I'm coming for the last 3 years. I've been playing mostly a kind of mix of a kind of tribute to South American music, Latin American music, which is part of my story as well. I lived in Colombia as a kid. My grandparents met in Argentina, and I have ties with that area of the world. So for the last years, I've been exploring a certain dialogue between Polish sensitivity and Polish tradition and the other side of the Atlantic, down there. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm bringing also to London, finally.
Exactly. What are you bringing to London? What kind of musical surprises this year?
Well, jazz is like that, you know. if we can define jazz in any way, we can't. It's kind of everything. It's a mix. It's a certain attitude. It's a certain openness, and it's a certain experimentation-oriented kind of making music. So I'm bringing my current fascinations, basically, which is what I do. My jazz improvisation and looking into oneself, looking to other cultures, mixing it all. I've never thought of how to articulate it until today, right now. So forgive me.
It's okay.
But yeah,
it's on record now. It's on record.
Okay, you will be performing at the festival with your trio, yeah?
Yes.
How does the energy of this specific lineup complement your brilliant and sometimes unpredictable style on the stage?
Well, I'm happy to. I'm there on the Warsaw Takeover Day. Mm-hmm. So I'm part of a presentation of what Warsaw has to offer, and you can say more
elaborate
about
on that
later.
Łukasz, as you said, you have secured the most iconic, I would say, London venues like Cadogan Hall.
Sure, we have some experience of the experience from last year, because we've seen what kind of aura evolves. The large venue Cadogan Hall hosted Anna Maria Opek and Leszek Możdżer and their international guests, which I also wanted to say that similarly to what Marcin has said, where he's connecting cultures, the formula of the Polish Jazz Festival is to bring in British or foreign guests as cameos to the stage. So that also helps us to expose Polish music to a wider audience. These venues, like Union Chapel, is so magical. It's has this kind of it's a neo-Gothic church with this Hogwarts type vibe to it. It's magical. I think those who will attend, we have sold out 70% of the tickets already, so we'll definitely experience it. What Marcin has said, one of the concerts where he will be performing is actually like a gala of sorts. That's where we're celebrating Warsaw. We've invited Piotr Metz to do a discussion panel with Mike Flynn, who's the editor-in-chief of Jazzwise magazine, the largest jazz magazine in the world. And we'll also have Warsaw Village band, which is not necessarily jazz, but kind of like experimental music, and a band called Humble, a young trio of jazz musicians who will be there. So not only do we get these giant venues, but we also get to combine different Polish artists there and get this unexpected vibe or vector sum of music from inviting the foreign guests. So there'll be guests coming on.
And are you targeting mainly the UK's Polish diaspora, or also are you seeing a growing interest from local jazz?
No, we have lots of interest. Yes, so I think counting, sort of, doing statistics, but I think it was roughly about 55% Polish and the rest international. Okay. London is a huge hub of, for tourism and obviously, a city of nearly 20 million in the metropolitan area. There is a lot of people to bring. So no, so my aim is to obviously mobilize the Polish diaspora, especially considering the fact that now we have a second generation of Poles. There's a lot of youngsters who born into speaking English, but they're Polish with Polish parents. So we're bringing some young bands, for example, in order to mobilize them to expose them to this Polish music. But no, generally, especially with the PR that we've been able to secure there, we have BBC World Service, who's doing a 4-part series on Polish jazz, which is going to reach 350 million listeners around the world.
Sounds great, yeah.
So we're in really good hands, and the aim is to do it half and half. I mean, the aim is to present Polish jazz. I mean, if I was only aiming at the Polish diaspora, I probably would name the festival in Polish. Mm-hmm. So no, of course, this is to both. Mm-hmm. The mission is to preserve the heritage of the legends, and then also expose the youngsters to the wider world audience.
As music is often called a universal language, do you think, question to both of you, that the festival can have an impact, and also between Poland and UK?
There may be a perception of Polish in England which may not be necessarily fair, and I think showing how amazing our cultural musical heritage is, that can help to change it. But I'll leave the second half of the answer to my...
What do you think, Marcin?
I don't know, I'm not sure, but yes, essentially one of the reasons that I became a musician and that I do music is that it's such a powerful language and that it's a non-verbal language. So there are many things we can say in Polish and many things we can say in English, but there are many things we can't say in either of those languages, and music can say that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay. So if you have to, if you had to pick one performance or collaboration that TV viewers should absolutely see, listen to, cannot miss this year, which one would that be and why?
You're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
This gentleman, actually, just to be fair, I'd say two of the concerts will be the most interesting in terms of just the stylistic mix. The opening gala with Anna Jopek, with Mazalewski Quintet, and with EABS, who will be performing a legendary record called Wstęp Zbroniony, which was recorded by Polish Radio 2 in 1976, and it's never been performed live. It was re-released by Polish Radio. This will be the only time this record has ever been released. And
It'd be hard to talk about that in BBC World, no? Wstęp wzbroniony.
Oh,
Yeah.
difficult.
I mean, to pronounce it.
Yeah, they might. Somebody might drop their dentures while doing that. So yeah, the celebration of Warsaw is very important. That's Union Chapel on the 13th of September, and on the 11th, the gala with the only time that record is performed by Stanko and Trzaskowski, written by Stanko and Trzaskowski. But there's all these other concerts. Kosmonauci are this very amazing young band that have to be seen. I would suggest gala and the 13th. If you only can pick two. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to also say that we are very grateful for your obviously helping us expose the message, but we also have a lot of support from the Ministry of Culture, who are co-funding this project, from Polish Tourism Organization, from Warsaw Tourism Organization. We were finding a lot of help, both in finances, but also marketing and all this kind of stuff. So we're very lucky to be in very good hands.
And apart your performance, any choice of the concert performance, other artists?
Well, I'm a fan of all of it all, yeah. And I can maybe especially recommend Kosmonauci, which is a young group. I know them very well. I met them when I met two of the musicians from the band, Miłosz Pieczonka and Jan Pieniążek, when they were just 15.
They call him Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, yeah, that's the translation of his name, actually, Jan Pieniążek. So I met them when they were kids, and we've been playing since. And I'm a great fan of them. They have a great energy, and they're very modern and wise young people. So go see them.
And looking ahead, Łukasz, what is your long-term vision for the Polish Jazz Festival in London? This is just a second edition, but are you thinking in the longer perspective?
There'll definitely be another edition. We're already planning it. What I would like to achieve is not to become stale or rigid with the format. So far, these last 2 years, they're a series of concerts. We're kind of copied the format of London Jazz Festival, and that's it's working for us very well. Next year, we're planning a gala, a proper gala in a very giant venue, and we would want to showcase the entirety of Polish jazz. So maybe not as many concerts, but one really, really big one. And, we want to take the Polish jazz to other cities as well. We're in talks at the moment with
Britain.
Sorry?
Where?
If everything I'm doing will work, which we'll know in about a week, there'll be another edition of Polish Jazz Festival in Germany, in Hamburg.
Germany, okay.
Yeah, Hamburg has a beautiful Elbphilharmonie, which is one of the most modern and space-age-looking venues in the world. So yes, we want to take it to other cities. We're hoping for Australia in the future.
This year?
In February, so just
February next year.
So 6 months from now. So London will not be the only destination.
So to wrap up things up, if you could each give to our viewer one final reason why they absolutely cannot miss this festival, so what would it be?
Oh boy, I mean, it's not my festival, I have to. I'm just performing at it, and I can't really do this. I mean, of course, I invite everybody to come to my concerts always. I'm lucky to be in a cool context. Jazz is a word hard to define, like I was struggling before. It's a broad concept, but Łukasz has an idea of how to show it and how not to show only one part of it.
Łukasz?
I think it's the biggest Polish music event in the world outside of Poland at the moment. So it's a place where you can see Polish culture at its best. The plethora of talent, where it's going, where it's come from, and the world seems to be going crazy. So this may be the last time you get to see it before it ends. Use your chance.
Wow!
This is just a marketing trick, so
Okay.
to funnel the people into the seats.
Thank you very much for this conversation and for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching and join us next week.